Don Camilo Rivera Guevara was born in Jesús de Otoro, department of Intibucá, on July 21, 1878, to become one of the most illustrious men that the land of Intibucá in our country has produced. In spite of having come to the world in a rural town with almost no cultural development, Don Camilo knew how to make the most of the knowledge acquired in the old elementary school of his native land, demonstrating since then his great intellectual qualities and his love for study and wisdom. His parents, Don Camilo Rivera and Doña Teresa Guevara, were two humble citizens who made an effort to adequately channel their son's interest. Given the adversities that existed for the youth in almost all the towns of our country, Don Camilo could not attend a school of secondary education, but this did not prevent him, once placed in the intellectual trough books, to develop an extraordinary intellectuality that was put at the service of the country and the aggrandizement of its cultural heritage. Don Camilo knew how to stand out as one of the most extraordinary musicians and philharmonic musicians of our country, having worked as a teacher in primary and secondary schools to transmit to the Honduran youth the beautiful art of music. The circumstances in which Don Camilo arrived at the domain of the musical art are really interesting, because they contrast with the current reality. According to José Neri Fiallos in his book Apuntes Históricos de Jesús de Otoro, when Don Antonio Salazar was mayor of Jesús de Otoro, he was interested in providing his town with a musical band, having selected, among others, Camilo Rivera, Mariano Guevara, Celio Salvador Medina, and Adán Canales to integrate the ensemble, which will be under the direction of Don Florencio Reina from Santa Rosa de Copán. When the band had made some progress, the political governor of Intibucá, Don Daniel Orellana, invited it with some frequency to give concerts in the park of the departmental city. But in order to provide La Esperanza with that musical ensemble, the political governor made the decision to recruit the members of the band by transferring them militarily. They were forced to remain in active military service for some time, until some chose to desert, leaving only the band director at the barracks, who by then was already Don Camilo, who from that day on stayed there to live. Don Camilo served as director of the Banda Militar de la Esperanza, today disappeared with progress, as director of the Banda Militar de Mapala, director of the Banda Militar de Gracias, director of the Banda Militar de San Pedro Sula, director of the Banda Militar de Santa Rosa de Copán, major officer with functions of subdirector of the Band of the Supreme Powers, music inspector of the elementary schools of the Department of Intibucá, and music teacher in the José Trinidad Reyes High School of San Pedro Sula and the Departmental High School of the West of La Esperanza. As a teacher, he always knew how to transmit his musical knowledge in the young students, having organized with them in small chamber orchestras, with which he interpreted in public concerts works of the immortal authors of music, others of Honduran and Central American composers, and his own compositions. The high intellectual and patriotic formation of Don Camilo led him to publicly argue through the newspapers of the time about the purity of the national anthem, which he defended till his death, which occurred in Esperanza when he was 77 years old, leaving to the younger generations an example of tenacity and high effort. Currently, there is a library with his name in the Instituto Departamental de Occidente in La Esperanza,